incredible flavours, even better stories. One pour, 10 minutes, Aussie Bourbon Lovers sharing bourbon with Australia.
Oh, little pot.
Yeah, that'll do. What are you having, H? What's this?
Well, I'm going to pour you, Dave. It's called the Wiseman.
It's a Kentucky straight bourbon, and it's the Wiseman, which is, you know, the wise old owl.
Oh, a bourbon that's named after me.
Big claim.
Wise.
Opening up. It's from Kentucky Owl, which is a brand which is quite well known for a lot of reasons and has been in the news lately.
Cheers to some wisdom.
Cheers. Now,
I was going to say, speaking of wisdom, I don't know a lot about this, so you're going to have to teach me, Dave.
well, let's begin with how old it is. You know, we talk about chicken cock and we talk about cocktails and the idea that there's a lot of birds
Yeah.
that are kind of like famous, you know, kind of early, kind of pre 1900 or something like that. There was a lot of like kind of birds around, and Kentucky Owl is one of the bird themes.
It's because the farmers just used to name their bourbon after
Well, isn't
farm
this,
like
I think
animals.
that's what the chicken cock guys are saying, isn't it? Like it's
Yeah.
like there's you like farm animals, you like birds, so you name them after that. I don't know.
Why not?
Anyway, Kentucky Owl was one of these ones that was kind of like around a lot then, and then Prohibition kicks in and it becomes a problem, and they
Yeah.
confiscate all the whiskey. And I think the brand goes away for a long time, and then they bring it back.
Did they lose the whiskey? Because like, I remember looking on their website and it said something about them taking it away for safekeeping. So I'm like, I know in some places they destroyed it, but taking it away for safekeeping sounds like it ended up somewhere.
No, I think they just confiscated it, don't they?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know.
tragic.
It is tragic. It's a interestingly kind of sad story. Wait, can I tell you about my first experience of Wiseman first?
Yes.
And then we'll talk about
Is
lots
this
of
the-
interesting stuff that goes around this
Is
story.
this the first Kentucky Bourbon Festival we went to? Because I remember you were like, come into this tent and taste some of the Wise Owl,
Maybe
Kentucky Owl.
Kentucky Owl,
The
probably.
Kentucky Owl ones.
Yeah, I reckon, but that's probably right. Because they probably still are really expensive.
Well, they were well and truly out of our budget, so we thought, let's have a taste while we're here.
I reckon it's probably, they might have come down a little bit, but it was probably $500 a bottle.
Yep.
Was like kind of what you would expect to pay for a bottle of Kentucky Owl.
Yeah.
And then they released this thing called Wiseman, which is like their entry-level version of it.
Yep.
And at that Kentucky Bourbon Festival, I think they might have been releasing it then, or they just
I
released it.
remember now.
Do you remember this story?
Yes, you tasted the lineup and they didn't tell you which one was what. Is that how it worked?
It wasn't quite like that. I think I was just not that impressed. And it was probably late in the day. And I was probably open to telling them that I wasn't that impressed.
But then you tried the entry
And then I
level
was
one and
like-
you liked it the most.
So I think I like this one.
Well, sometimes dollar signs don't mean
I think I was...
most delicious. It depends on what you like.
I might have been so toasted at that point that I was like kind of really
But that's
unimpressed
normally
with
where
it.
everything wows you.
Yeah. Anyway, I really like this one. Anyway, of the lineup, but maybe... I don't know. That's probably more a statement about how I don't know what I'm talking about rather than...
No, it's because everyone likes different bourbon, I think.
Anyway, so Kentucky Owl, there's like a lot of people who've got all these opinions about Kentucky Owl, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of, there's like lots of fun stories recently about Kentucky Owl and
Tell us
some
one.
stuff they wanted to do. Can I, for people playing at home, if you've got the podcast artwork in front of you, you might be able to see the shape of pyramids on the front of the bottle. But can you see that? There's pyramids there. And I just played you a video.
Yeah, and it looks like it's like Egypt on the Nile. There's all these pyramid-shaped buildings along the river. It's beautiful, but
There's probably more references to this on the bottle. I mean, the artwork on the bottle is pretty cool.
but the architecture is amazing.
But what is the architecture of?
Well, the pyramids, and then inside
What pyramids are they?
What do you mean? What pyramids?
What pyramids are in? Well, what pyramids are on this bottle?
The pyramids of Egypt.
No. What pyramids did I just show you in the video?
The Kentucky Owl. That's what I said.
Kentucky Owl pyramids. But
Yeah.
they don't exist. That's not real. Don't you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't read. There's a plot twist here. That doesn't exist. This was a render
Yeah.
of something that was supposed to exist, and it was never built.
Yeah, but that's why they've got it on the bottle because that was the plan.
No. That's not Egypt. That's Kentucky.
No,
That's the
I
building
know.
they're going to build. I'm so confused about what you think's happening.
I'm saying that it doesn't matter. They've put pyramids on the bottle because isn't that the plan of what they want at the distillery or not?
Yeah, they were being optimistic that it was going to work and they were going to do it, but it never happened.
Never happened.
It never happened.
Oh, Oh, see, I'm learning new things.
Yeah. And so in 2018, you can still go on the
assumed that
website. I didn't think it would still be there, but you can still go on the website now today. We just
And
did
look
it,
at the plan.
and watch the video of what in 2018 they said was going to happen.
And it never happened.
It never happened.
I'm
Maybe it will,
disappointed now.
but it's definitely not
Because
happened
it
yet.
looks so cool.
It's amazing, but at the moment, Kentucky Ale are in so much in so much kind of like business trouble that they're trying to sell the barrels of bourbon, and the what do you call that? An administrator or whatever is saying the value of the barrels of bourbon is not what they're saying it is.
Yep.
Because they're trying to sell it at a barrel price that they're not going to get the barrel price, whatever it is.
Yep.
So, but which is very sad for them. That's very, very much a news story. But the bourbon's a delightful pour. I think you can get it in Australia pretty easily. But,
Yeah, I was going to say, do you know the story as to why they wanted to build pyramids?
So I think it's all about this thing. They were such an aspirational brand, and it was really expensive bottles of bourbon, and it was really like a kind of, they were really reaching into that thing of like, there's this bourbon boom, and we can really reach into this idea of making. They talk about the napification of Kentucky, and there's all this thing, but they were probably trying to go for more like a Disneyland thing or something of like, come to this
like
crazy
outrageous
thing.
Vegas kind of.
The first 30 seconds of that video is like a train rolling into a station that's like this unbelievable designer thing, and then you walk through this pyramid that's got a still in the middle of it, and then you go into a rick house and you walk through underneath barrels and stuff, which maybe feels a little bit unsafe. But
didn't look too safe.
No, it's really cool. I'd like to go there. That sounds cool. I'd definitely, if I was in Kentucky, I'd go.
Yeah.
But I think
the vision of the brick houses was very similar to Bardstown, with the glass on the ends and the.
There's a bit of a difference between putting a glass end on a rick house and
I know.
doing some of the stuff that they've got in those videos. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway, it never, as far as I know, it never got built. I don't think there's even like the starting of it.
But their whiskey has eventuated, so and it's available.
Yeah, you can get
in
it
Australia.
And it was one of the first. So Bardstown Bourbon Company make their whiskey, and they make the distillate and all that kind of stuff. And it's one of those cool things where Bardstown collaborate with so many cool whiskey brands and stuff. This was one of the first ones where I suppose it could be any version of this, but it was one of those first ones that I tasted Kentucky Ale in my hand, the distillate hot out of the still in my hand, hot off the still kind of thing. It was such a cool experience.
That's cool.
Yeah, really cool. I think. Yeah. It's a mix of different bourbon. This particular one is a mix of different bourbons, so it's got like, they always say the minimum age statement, all that kind of stuff. They say 4, 5.5, and 8.5 years bourbons in this, but I suppose it all would always
it's got like
change.
A butterscotchy, a grainy note. Like, I don't know if those two kind of go together, but
I feel like there's a lot of oak on. Like, it feels like there's a fair bit of oakiness, both on the nose and then when you get it in your mouth. But
there's definitely oakiness to the mouth, but not to me. The nose is very butterscotch and grain.
I also have that silly thing where I say that I feel like it's young. But,
You say a silly thing.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't sound like you do.
It definitely is me. But, if you could name a bourbon after any animal, what would you pick? Because you grew up on a farm. Would you go straight to a bird?
Oh, probably not, because it was more. Actually, maybe. Yeah, maybe I would name it after a bird.
What
like
bird?
some of the broggers or
Brolga. You
pelicans.
love a brolga.
I do like the broggers, or like a kookaburra. Or no, kingfisher. There used to be a kingfisher. Used to sit on the tennis court net.
Like one of the biggest Indian beers is called Kingfisher?
Or maybe
we probably have to do some market research. I don't know if there's any Brolga drinks.
Brolga. But you probably couldn't say it after you've had a few drinks.
Brolga. Brolga. Maybe you could say it after a few drinks.
It could be.
Brolga bourbon. Brolga bourbon.
There you go. Let's new name.
What if we write it down and check in again in a few hours?
Let's see how it goes.
Brolga bourbon.
But Wiseman, it definitely is appealing to I can drink that because it makes you feel wise. There's even on the bottle, I saw it said here, where'd it go?
It's on the bottle.
Wisdom, indulge in wisdom and knowledge. See?
Oh, I like the sentiment of it.
But that's, I like the story as well as the flavours. I always like the story.
Yeah.
So when it comes with wisdom and knowledge, I'll drink it.
You can get it basically anywhere in Australia. Would you get another bottle?
Would I get another bottle?
Of this?
Why not?
Okay, we'll get another bottle. I think it would go well in I reckon it's got a bit of rye going on in there. I reckon I'd go all right in maybe a Don't want to say Manhattan.
I
Maybe
was going to say
Boulevardier.
Manhattan. Yeah, go nice and Boulevardier. Something that needs that oaky little finish to it.
Do you know what I've recently done? Is I bought a bunch of vermouths after that cool thing. We'll talk about that another time. But we did a cool thing. We did a flight of
You're a wise
vermouths
man.
in Kentucky, which was like a random moment.
Yeah.
And so now I'm really interested in trying lots of vermouths.
Well, it's just.
Maybe we could try a Wiseman
I think we should try a lot of.
Boulevardier
Yeah.
with one of them vermouths.
We should do it for Christmas. Wise man.
Oh,
Like on the Epiphany.
I could come as a bottle of Wiseman.
You could. He's talking about a
Christmas
fancy
party.
dress party now. Okay.
All right. Well,
I'm going to do the wise man thing and wrap up there before this goes.
cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you're connected with us on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube, and stay connected with us by clicking subscribe on your favourite podcast app.